been told you were overqualified for a job? You applied and said, oh, I'd like to hire you, but you're a little too smart, or you've got too much experience, you won't stay with the job, it's below you. I have never been told that in my life, and let me tell you, I've had some pretty low-down jobs too. In fact, it seems like the story of my life is I was not overqualified. In fact, I was underqualified for so much. In the first grade, whenever you did pictures and all, and they put them on the wall for parent night, they would put the good ones, stick them on the board, over by the board, and the less good ones they'd put behind you on the wall. And I remember Mom came up and my picture wasn't even up there. The teacher said, oh, I'm sorry, I left it in the folder. I was not even qualified to be on the back wall. My varsity year in football, I wasn't qualified to be the starting defensive safety or the starting quarterback. I don't know, in college I wasn't qualified to take, actually to pass certain courses and all. And like I say, through the job performance, many jobs I wanted I was not qualified for. And that can really make you feel down, and it does, except for this one thing. There is something that I am qualified for, that every Christian is qualified for, every believer in Christ is. And I was reading this the other day and it just struck me, what did these other things mean? Were they that significant to me? And yes, I believe the painting or my artwork on the wall meant a great deal to me. I think it warped me in later life, but I was reading a prayer Paul made in Colossians. He was praying for us. He was praying for the people at Colossae, but this letter was circulated to all the other churches, and ultimately it is calling out to all Christians. And it's one of the greatest prayers I have ever read, but it's the end of the prayer I want to concentrate on. Let me show you the prayer itself. He starts out and says, I never cease praying for you. I pray for you all the time, that you be filled with the knowledge of His will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, and that you walk in a way worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing to Him, bearing fruit into every good work, increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened in the might of His glorious power, for the attaining of all steadfastness and patience, joyously. And this part right here I really love. Giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to share in the inheritance of the saints in the light. I am among that. All Christians are guaranteed this promise. I am qualified. What did I do to get qualified? I believed in Christ. I am qualified because Christ qualified me. When He was hanging on the cross those 2,000 plus years ago, all the blame for what I was going to do, since He did it way before I was ever born, He bore. He was blamed for it. And as a result, when I was born and during my sinful life and all, God looks at me and He says, no, you're okay. You're qualified for the inheritance of the saints in the light. That sounds heavenly to me. Sounds like something I wish to partake in. And I get a chance. I am qualified for the greatest thing there is. These other things, not so important. To be qualified for the saints in the light. And by the way, we're saints. Christians are saints. In fact, he says that. I'm writing this to the saints and faithful brethren in Christ who are at Colossae. Grace to you and peace to God the Father. This book is in here for us, and the fact that, I too often feel less than, not significant, but whatever in life, I do feel less than significant too often, but I feel a little down on myself. What I've got to look forward to, as many of you do, is not only good things in life for being a Christian and being close to God, but at one time later, when I pass into the other life, God is going to look at me and say, you're qualified to partake of the inheritance with the saints in the light. And that is just something we can all look forward to big time as you're going through today, whatever problems you may have out there. Keep that in mind. Your faith in Christ has made you qualified for the biggest thing you could ever be qualified for. That has got to be reassuring and helpful. It is for me, and hopefully it is for you. We'll do this again after the What do you say? Thank you for showing up.